Hey people, we out here with Blue Tiger again. We just took Sapphire to the shop to get a back tire put on it. You know, a lot of people ask about this Shinko tire, and I clean it up and all that good stuff. But I don't know if I've seen any Shinko information that's on YouTube. But I figure I'll document the usage of it. And like I say, right now it's brand new. Pretty brand new. Let me check and see how many miles I got. 73,000. And then we'll, hopefully, if I remember, we'll go ahead and figure out how many miles we put on it until we get a new one. But that's what we're looking at. I've had the front tire on here since I put on the new Nova wheels. So if you go back and look at that video, I'll put that up top, and that'll give you some idea as to when. So look on the date that video was issued, and you have an idea as to how long those tires have been on here. And like right now I have 73,000, and we'll see how long that back tire. Normally you can get 2 of the back tires, and then by the second one you have to change the front one, but the front one still looks pretty good, and that's a 21, so we'll go from there. But anyways, we're getting ready for Daytona. Today is Friday. I gotta wash the bike up before we leave in the morning, and just getting everything tightened up. Make sure your screws tight, make sure everything looks good so we can get on the road in the morning. Hey guys, we're back. Just doing a little maintenance checkup on the bike. And I told you I would periodically do a test on these Shinkos. I see a lot of Shinkos and people have a lot of questions about them. Yeah, it's a sticky tire, but at the end of the day, it does wear down quick. And plus, they are cost efficient. So you probably get them for like roughly like around $100, maybe up to like $130 or something like that. So that's primarily the reason that I get them. And obviously, you know, I've ridden in these tires at maybe like 80 miles an hour in a heavy downpour and felt like I had a great grip situation. So it is what it is. You buy what you want, and this is what I want. So I got a gauge out today. I did not test these on the first time that when I bought the tires, and that I can't account for, but we'll see where we are now. I'm reading through some of these suggestions as to what is a reasonable time to change your tires, and they say 30 seconds. So I got my little gauge here, and like I said, every time I do an oil change, or let's say sometime when I even look at the mileage, will determine as to what our tread depth is. So here we go. Let's see what we got. I think the first time that when I put these tires was on were 73,000 miles, and now we're at 75. I just did an oil change. I didn't do all 3 hoses, just did the oil change. My transmission oil looked great, so I didn't have any problems with that. So here we go, man. Set it all the way down, and we'll put it right in the middle here. And I just went on the internet and looked at this, and it pretty much has a step down as to what your gauge is reading. So if you can see that, it goes up to 32, and then as you go around, it steps down. So I don't know why, but it is what it is. I'm not a mechanic. So the lowest that we need is 430 seconds. So at this point in time, we are at 730 seconds. So we roughly have 3 more to go, and then we'll be down to that 4 number. So I guess I'm assuming that I was roughly at 10 when I got the tires, or somewhere in there, maybe 12. And we'll figure this out next time I do another. I should have done this on the tire once I got it switched out, so we'll never know. But at this point, I have 2,000 miles on these tires, and we're already at 7. That's my lowest number that I have right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's what I got, and this is where we are. But anyways, we're scooting on, and like I say, over the time of this tire, and I'll say this too. As you're looking at the tire, I'm looking, and there is like no indication that it has been worn down. It looks fairly normal, I would say. Maybe the crown in here isn't as round, but to me, it still looks like a good tire. So, here we go. I've got some new rubber on my tires, you know, just getting ready for the summer. Better yet, and some new wheels, because my old one was getting a little old, and they weren't riding to the comfortability of my specifications. So, like always, on the back I got a 16 on the back, and this wheel size is 180 65B 16. And then on the front, I've got a 21 inch, and it is 120 70-21. And of course, you know, I got the Road King, so I like white wall, so that's why I mostly go with Shinkos, because they provide white walls in both. And it's probably the only tire that I really tried other than like Dunlap or something like that, but I'm not sure if they sell it in a white wall. And this one is a little more cheaper. Like I always tell you guys, I think this one is going up. My back tire is going up to like 160 something. And then the front tire has gone up to like 115. So it's gone up quite a bit. I know it used to be less than $100. It used to be like 80 something for these, and these were 120. So obviously with what's going on in today's world, something has changed the price of it, so whatever. But I got a video that I wanted to show you guys. You know, these are new rubber, so I figure I'd give y'all a chance to see that. This is 84,000. So at 74,000, which you'll see in the video later, you'll see that that one had 74,000 on it, and now we're at 84,000. And just about every 10,000 miles, you got to get a new rear end tire. And then I want to say this front one is like every 2, so you get about 20 out of the front. For most people, I say a typical rider. Yeah, I like going fast every once in a while. No, I don't burn rubber on my bike. Yes, I take long trips, so I would say that at a moderate use, yeah, you can get roughly 10,000 out of these tires. Somewhere, just a little bit more, a little bit less, but I'll say 10,000 make it a cool number. So that's what I wanted to get to you guys. Before I got these changed, I wanted to show you guys some of the wear and tear on them. And we just wanted to see, or better yet, show you these characteristics of a bad tire. We're going to get this one changed here soon, but I just wanted to show you something. Obviously, the tread in the middle is going down, and it's definitely not a recommended specification to continue the life of the tire. That's one indication. Also, you're starting to get the top layer of the rubber to start wearing off in this point, as you can see here. Also, rideability. When you are driving, as the bike starts to go left and right, you tend to see that the bike wants to stand straight up. It's very difficult to turn, or better yet, to get the bike to lean, and more wants to stay in this position. Also too, as you're driving along and you're tracking, I don't know about in your highway, but you have those little rivets that they put in the middle of the road, I guess for traction or whatever the case may be, maybe for water. Also, when you're driving along, you can tell that the bike wants to do a little fishtailing in the back as well. So that's just some of the characteristics of having a rear tire that's somewhat out of commission, and it needs to be changed. Also the same thing applies with the front tire. It starts to get these ripples in it. I'm trying to see if I can get it where you guys can see it. I don't know if you can really tell, but let's zoom out, and you can see that it has like a wave effect to it. It's cupping. Let me see if I can get to a smoother area. And that serves best. Right where you see those parts where it seems like it doesn't have much dirt, that's the rippling effect. It has like a heel on it, and it goes from side to side. Oh, that's a great example. Everywhere where you see it goes from left to right and it has like that piece of the dirt, that's the rippling effect. It kind of waves, it kind of wears like a wave. And also too, and it goes from left to right. So as you're trying to track in the front, sometimes when you hit like a divot in the road, or like some of those, let's say those scratch marks that are in the road, and it leaves a long line, normally with a good tire, it'll tend to just go over it with no problem. But once you start to get to that point and you run through it, it'll try to stay in the rut of that line that's in the road. So it's just something to think about, man. When you know your tires are starting to get worn and they need to be changed, just change them out, man. It's nothing more important than your safety than just riding a bike. So just be cautious of that. I'm pretty sure it's like that on any other tire, but at the end of the day, this is what I have and this is what I rock with, so I know the characteristics of these. However, like I said, in the rain, these things are sticky, man. They're really sticky, give you a lot of stability. So with that said, I just wanted to give you guys an idea about the Shinko wheels, and if you were looking for some, hey, have at it.